All right, so we had another great trading week this week. Created this monstrosity. Actually, it's not a monstrosity at all. It's a beautiful thing. This is a floating butterfly. And actually, this is the first butterfly structure on the wrist graph that I think actually looks like a butterfly. This is part of my new 0DTE trade that I'm working on, where we take these butterflies and flip them up above the zero line like this, where we end up with a wrist graph like this at end of the day. Again, this is a 0DTE trade, where you can see there's no way we can lose at all on this trade. This trade is floating completely above the zero line. If we land in the middle, we make a nice profit. If we land on either side, on the outside edges, we make a great profit. And even if we land in these canyons, we still make a great 0DTE profit. So this is my latest baby, the most recent thing I'm working on. And this trade allowed me to take some of these profits and use it to take my kids on another wild family adventure, if you want to call it wild. Every week I try to take some of my trading profits from that week and go spend it on doing something cool with my kids. And this week, with it being Christmas week, I took them down to Hollywood to watch an old, real, genuine 35mm print of A Christmas Story, that old Christmas movie that was, it's set like in the 1940s, I think, but it was made in the 80s. And not only is it one of my favorite Christmas movies, it might be one of my favorite movies of all time. I always refer to it as the Stand By Me of Christmas movies. And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's hilarious. It's like a Norman Rockwell painting brought to life. Anyway, we went down to the Vista Theater, which is this old theater down in Hollywood that Quentin Tarantino swooped in and saved the day. They were going to demolish it. And he came in. He's done this with a couple of movie theaters now. He did it with one called the New Beverly. They were going to demolish that, and he came in and bought it and revamped it, and now he shows old movies there. And he did the same thing with this one, the Vista. I think that's how you say it. The Vista? The Visa? The Vista? It's this old Hollywood Egyptian movie theater that he came in, revamped it, refurbished it back to its original state, and now he plays old movies there. And this week he was playing A Christmas Story with Ralphie and his Red Ryder BB gun. Anyway, this is outside the front, and you can see this is like from old-time Hollywood. Look at these are all those old handprints in the cement from famous movie stars. Here's the inside, back to its original format. There's the old Christmas Story poster. And then here's inside the actual theater itself. Take a look at that. This is how it was in the old days, baby. Back in I think it was like either the 30s or the 40s, they had this Egyptian movie theater theme was all the rage. I can't quite figure out what that was all about, but look, it's all Egyptian. They have these Egyptian statues lined up along the wall. Anyway, it was great watching it in original 35mm. It felt like we went back in time. They opened up the whole show with like old movie cartoons. They had like an old original Tweety and Sylvester movie cartoon played up front, and then they played a bunch of old movie trailers as if like you were just back in time watching a movie on a regular Saturday afternoon. Then they played the feature, A Christmas Story, which actually felt different watching it in a movie theater as opposed to how I'd always seen it before, like on TV. It seemed much tighter, much faster, like just really well written. And I'm sure it's the same exact movie, the same exact cut. It's just, I think, just watching it in a movie theater just gave it that extra oomph. So anyway, if you live in Southern California or you ever get down this way, be sure to check out the Vista movie theater, catch an old flick like they used to do it in the old days. You can also find them online and see everything that they're playing. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Check it out. And thanks to this new floating butterfly structure that I'm developing for giving us the profits to go out on this adventure. If you'd like to learn more about this butterfly structure, this floating butterfly beast, just sign up for my trading school. I'll also leave a link to that in the description below. Join us, become one of us, check it out, and all the other cool stuff we're doing. Again, I'll leave a link how to join us in the description below. Hope you're having a great Christmas holiday and have a prosperous new year.
Wake up! No! You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.